This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
What up, Junction Crew? It's your boy Prince, and yeah, we back with another one for sure. Welcome to the Creative Lab, know what I mean? Yeah, man. So as you can see from the thumbnail here, your boy went to Jamaica and everything like that. It was a beautiful trip, and I had did this whole vlog video, and whatever software, the software that I got is giving me all kind of issues. It will not allow me to put out the video. It keeps talking about decoder issue or whatever the case may be. I have no idea. And I probably say I uploaded that video, try to upload the video at least about 5 times already. And it's I kind of just like gave up on it. And I'm trying to, this is the upteenth time, I'm trying to do it a different way. But I did this whole beautiful vlog video, and I got nothing to show for it but this narration, but it is what it is, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, so I woke up about 8. No, I woke up about what, 5 in the morning? 5 that morning. And me and Aces got together. We had to get to the airport. I can't recall the time. I think it was like about I think we had to be there about 9. If I take it, yeah, we had to be at about 9. So we got everything. We went to the airport, and we had just made the cut because when we went to the airport, the lady was trying to tell us that you got to check in international bags or whatever an hour before your flight. So I was like, ugh, we cutting it close then. But she hurried up and went through the process for us to toss our bag along so it can go with the rest of the flight. So big ups to that lady though at the airport though. Much respect though. Yeah. So got on the airplane and all that. And when we touched down in Jamaica, it was incredibly hot. Incredibly hot. Man, I mean the humidity was something else. It was something extra. It was such a dry heat. It's not even funny. And so we had to go through the customs thing. Everybody know all that. International flights, you got to go through customs. But we had to make sure we had to fill out a declaration form. Thing about it is, though, I've never been to Jamaica. I never been to no other, Caribbean island or whatever the case may be. But you're supposed to have a declaration filled out before you even go. Didn't know that though. So me and Aces are scrambling, trying to get our declaration form in that C5, whatever we call it. But the issue was the link that the airport had gave us. It told us that we had to pay like $100 and something. And we're like, what? And we're talking to all the passengers and stuff like that was on the plane with us. And they talking about, nah, they did their declaration. It was free. So it's like, how's everybody's free? And we got to pay $100 and something. I kid you not. We were scrambling to the last minute trying to get it done. And kind of find out it was user error. We put in one part of it wrong. And so it kept saying that we had to pay $100 and something. But once we, clarified that situation and got that all taken care of, passed through customs and all that. And we, let's see what else we'll do. We went and collected our bag and all that, our belongings, and we went to this where our resort transportation desk was. We waited for our ride. We got a private ride because y'all remember what happened in Mexico. All right. We didn't do a private ride, and it was just, first of all, that van in Mexico had no shocks. I mean, I felt everything, every rock, crevice. It was boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. It was everything. It was crazy. And so we waited until we got our private ride or whatever, we got our chauffeur or whatever. And my man was like, hey, you mind if I grab some other people to come along? And we were like, nah, brother, I'm sorry, I don't care if they're around the street or around the corner or whatever the situation is. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We paid for just May Aces. We, you know what I'm saying? Just straight to there. Like, no other, you know what I'm saying, stops or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? I know you was trying to get your tip, you know what I'm saying? Try to get your bread up, but nah, bruh, you know what I'm saying? We paid you straight on through. He understood that though, so it wasn't a big deal or nothing like that. But the driver was mad cool. We told him because in the huge rush of it all, in the grand scheme of it, it was Ace's birthday celebration as well. So we told him that, and he played the happy birthday song and all that, and that was real cool for him to do. Um, he was very personable. He made it sure that we felt comfortable, you know, on the ride and everything. He was being our tour guide and letting us know different sites and different things along the way and all that. And yeah, he was a real cool driver. But he said, "Hey, listen, you going to a resort, right?" And I said, "Yeah, we're going to a resort." He was just like, you know, be careful about certain drivers, you know what I mean, because they might take you off uh, to see the sightings and different things around, you know, and leave you. I'm like, sure. What? He was like, yeah, be careful because some drivers will drop you off and they will leave you. I'm like, shoot, you ain't leaving me. Not today. So but he said, this is what we're gonna do here. He said, I recommend that you get souvenirs and stuff from this shop or whatever because the airport is gonna be crazy expensive. And so we was like, all right. So we went to a gift shop, picked up a couple of knick-knack things like that, you know. And then after that was all said and done, he was like, "You going to a resort? You probably ain't gonna have no real food." And you know, I really wanted the experience, and Aces really wanted the experience as well. So we ended up going to it's like a side restaurant, John. It's like a side shack restaurant thing, and it was called Cali, like Cali. You know, like welcome to California, like Cali for short. So I was like, oh shucks, like we because he said welcome to Cali, and I thought he was playing, and this driver was not playing. He was like, yo, it's Cali right here, and so we went inside or whatever the case may be, and lady was like, what would you like to add today? So I was like, she said they got oxtails. I was like, okay, that's a fave. And what else? She's like jerk chicken. I was like, oh shoot, give me the jerk chicken then. Don't play with me now. And so I got the jerk chicken, and Aces ended up getting the oxtail or whatever the case may be. So for me, you know, the American way of getting jerk chicken, what they like to do is they like to just like cook the chicken with a Caribbean jerk sauce. You know what I mean? And just pass it over like, oh, it's jerk chicken. Yeah, yeah. Like, nah. And you know what I'm saying? If you've been to any type of island that make jerk chicken, Jamaica, you know what I'm saying, how they really do it. What they really do is they marinate them seasonings and spices and stuff overnight on the chicken. And then after that, they throw the joint on the grill and they cook the chicken on the grill. And the flavor is accentuated because it's all embedded in the chicken because it was cooked. I mean, it was seasoned overnight to present all those flavors. The only thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, Jamaican people kind of, they can be heavy handed with that Scotch bonnet pepper. And I like heat, but I like to also be able to taste my food as well. Like, you know what I'm saying, I want to feel my brain melting, you know, eating something ridiculously hot. So that was a chance I was willing to take, though, because I really wanted the experience. And we sat there, we ate the chicken, and she had the oxtails, and it was all the rice. The rice had a little kick to it, the rice and peas and all that came with it. It was good, though. It was good. We took a little portion of it. We took a bite out of it, you know what I'm saying? But then we had to head to our resort, you know what I mean? So we ended up proceeding back on the road, and we got to our resort. And as soon as we got there, you know, the butlers came and took, you know, the baggings, the luggage, and all that. And it was a beautiful view inside, man. It was just It was beautiful. But like I said, at the end of the day, I just wanted to get to that room because that heat, that heat, that heat hit you something different though. It's super hot. I mean, huh, that heat something else, man. We that you know what it is? It wasn't dry heat though. It was the humidity part. So it was like it was blazing hot, and then your clothes was sticking to you because of the humidity. So it was just like, yeah, I'm getting the best of both worlds in that situation. It was, whew. But they escorted us to our room, and they had this nice, beautiful happy birthday banner, you know, for Aces and all that. They really went all out, you know, being real personal and everything to her. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you walked in, and you when you went in the room, you got to see that they had a glass of wine for her and a brownie or a cake of some sort, man. That said happy birthday on the paperwork and scribbled in chocolate happy birthday and all that. It was just really tailored towards giving you the best experience ever, and it was dope. But the most beautiful part of the room was the view and looking at the beach and seeing the palm trees outside your window on the balcony and all. That was nice. Yep, and then it also had a hot tub out there too. You know, it was a beautiful room, man. Talking about it and all that stuff, I kind of shoot. I wish I was still there. Sorry, I zoned out, completely zoned out. But anyway, so the things that when we tongue side, I'm so sorry. Told you I was zoned out. Y'all ain't believe me, right? All right, so we get situated and all. Kind of find out this resort has 14 different restaurants. Like 14 different restaurants. Oh shucks, that's a lot, you know. And so the first night we didn't really experience anything, really, because we was just tired and all. So we just got like room service the first night, you know, nothing major. Um, it's nothing major. The next night, we wait. So the next day, wake up, get breakfast and all, and the breakfast was really good. The breakfast, I mean, you can get you a fresh omelet made. Um, there was so many different things. You could have got like you could have had jerk chicken for breakfast if you wanted to. They had that little portion too. They had a beautiful setup. It was nice, but I didn't really get the Jamaican food that I really wanted. Like you know, like the ackee and saltfish and all the good stuff that, you know, you really know about, you know what I'm saying, Jamaican culture and all that. Like I got to experience that once for breakfast. And then they had other things for lunch, like they had like curry and all that. But let me give you a rule of thumb, and everybody knows for real. If curry, anything, chicken and all that is not made fresh to order, and it's been sitting and you eat it, you'll regret it. You'll be contemplating your thoughts on the porcelain throne, if you know what I mean. Like you'll be holding your stomach. You'll be yeah. If curry is not made fresh to order and you eat it, you got a problem on your hands. Always get it fresh to order, or else you'll regret it. So I skipped that, but I did have the ackee and saltfish, and man, I've had it before, one time before, but this one here, I don't know. Like they ain't filleted or nothing. It was just completely full of bones, and I hate that because you want to be able to enjoy your breakfast and have a good conversation, a good wholesome conversation. That you can't do that if every 5 seconds you over there and plucking out bones or whatever. Like, you know, that's not really enjoyable. You know, then you got to kind of like sift through your food. You know, you over there and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can't. But nonetheless, ackee and saltfish I had, that was a staple. And I had that for breakfast. And the next part of it, we walked around and let's see, we did trying to think what happened that other day. So we had breakfast, we walked around, And I want to say we got I think we went to the bitch. We went to the bitch that day. Yeah, I remember that. So we got breakfast. We went into the bitch. We was in the sand and all that. You know, I was taking pictures, of course, doing what I do. You know what I mean? And we was just chilling by the bitch. One thing I gotta say, man, you gotta make sure, because I had to catch myself. So for me, I like to wear do rags and stuff. You know, I like to keep my braids fresh and all that stuff like that. Don't do that in Jamaica. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Uh, take off all hats, do rags, whatever, all that. Take that off your head because what's going to end up happening is because of that heat and the way the humidity is, you're gonna have this equator line on your forehead, and it's gonna be there for a while. You know how people go tanning and all that, and you look on them and you see the tan lines. Well, you're gonna have that line on your forehead, and it's gonna be there for a good while. So, listen to yourself. When you go there, one, bring enough sunscreen. Two, make sure that you don't wear any caps or anything like that. You know, just go out there and just be free. All right, so was at the beach, took some pictures, got to relax a little bit by the sun and all that. And then after that, we just went inside. We tried to figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner. And what we ate for dinner, we went to a place called Sakura. That's a Japanese steakhouse slash hibachi grill thing. And we went there and they was doing their thing, the servers and all that was they was with the spatula, they was over there tapping on the thing, doing beats and all that, and just engaging with everybody, having conversations with all the couples and people that was single that came around and that was at the table and all that. And the food was good, it was prepared well. The conversations that the server or the chef or whatever, he was doing his thing. It was good. It was a good, wholesome experience. I enjoyed it. You know, I kind of wish I would have went to that restaurant another time, but it was like crazy booked to get in there. You know, concierge helped us get in a reservation in, but yeah, nah, it was so popular that we only got a chance to go in there once. But after that, Aces wanted ice cream, so we got ice cream and went back to the room, whatever, and that was the end of that day. Next day, like I said, he pretty much got breakfast and all that. Like I said, the breakfast was so amazing because it came with fresh pineapple juice. And I was like, man, this is amazing. Wake up, get you some fresh pineapple juice and fluffy eggs and all that toast and all that good stuff. It was just, and the brother didn't have to cook. Oh man, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. Guys, make sure I snap out of it again. I don't want to start stumbling on my words again. So this time after breakfast, we went to a spa, and it was a complimentary spa. They gave us complimentary 30 minutes. We got a massage, and then we got the hydrotherapy. The massage was amazing. They did their thing, but in the hydrotherapy, you know, you basically get in this big pool that has like the bubbles flowing and all that stuff like that. And yeah, they had a couple of inside chairs. They had some chairs in the pool where you could sit down and just feel the bubbles all over you. It was cool. Now, the part that I messed up was I decided, oh, let me go because Ace was like, come on to the sauna. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. Go to the sauna. Man, they ain't made for me. They ain't made for me. Nah, they ain't for real players. Nah, it ain't. I ain't last not even 5 minutes in that sauna, man. It was cooking up. It was roasting the brother. You know, I was trying to make coffee out of me. Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, no, no. Saunas is not for me. I mean, to everybody that like to do saunas, you know, kudos to you and all that. Like, nah, I'm not a sauna guy at all, man. They had a steam room as well. But after the sauna, I was like, forget the steam room. I want to skip all of that. I wanted to jump back in the hydrotherapy, John, just sit there, you know. But, yeah, I would never do a sauna again. Yeah. Mm-mm. Not do that again. That song is not for real players. So after that, we went to hang around the pool. Then we got ready to go for dinner. This time for dinner, we went to the steakhouse. We had like a New York strip steak and all that. And it's funny because throughout the whole experience, I probably heard "Happy Birthday" in like three variations all throughout my whole tenure there. For the vacation, I heard "Happy Birthday" so much that I heard in my dreams, man. I ain't never heard "Happy Birthday" in so many different ways. It was just, oh man. And like I said, I wish that I could show you all, these different things, but for whatever reason, the software is not working. So I have to narrate this whole thing, and hopefully, I'm keeping you entertained and all that good stuff. That's just not the way I wanted to do this. I wanted to do it like a real vlog setup, like I always do. But got to make do what do. So the steakhouse, heard the birthday song. It was amazing. One of the servers, which I had a video of it, but one of the servers really could sing, and everybody. He got a standing ovation. Everybody was clapping and all that. He sang a Whitney song. What Whitney song they sang? Um, it was that one from the Bodyguard song, and I will always love you. Yeah, he sang that and got a standing ovation. If I was a judge, or if I was an A&R person for a radio company, or a record company rather, I would sign him because he was good. He was really good. After that, went back to the room, slept, all that good stuff, breakfast, Groundhog Day, same thing. And then after that, we just chill by the pool. But my thing was, I messed up on this other time because I didn't put sunscreen on. I forgot to do it. It slipped my mind. And I went to take a shower, and I guess like my whole shoulders and a little bit of my back, it was so tender to the touch, and I was like, that's not right. So that water was hurting. Like it was like, ooh, it was hurting, and because your boy forgot to put on sunscreen, so that's why I always, I reiterate, like, please make sure you put on sunscreen because we get burned and it just hurt. It hurts. Um, let's see here. So we went. So let's see. We did hibachi one. Did the steakhouse. Then we went to. I think we went to the buffet. Buffet was good. They had something. They had jerk chicken pizza. Was it good? No, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good. It wasn't. It wasn't nothing to write home about. But we had jerk chicken pizza. But we had other things on the menu, and everything else on the menu was pretty. It was pretty good, you know. And throughout the whole stay, the weather was very tumultuous. At one point, like you wake up in the morning, you always see this beautiful sunrise over the horizon, and I'm gonna get back to that weather part. Let me get to this part here though. You wake up in the morning, and if you look over the balcony, they got horses running in the ocean, and it's some of the most beautiful thing ever to watch. Seeing horses, you know, just running all across the ocean. It was like five of them, and they just, running, doing their thing across the ocean front. I recorded that as well. It was beautiful just seeing the horses on there. But back to the weather being tumultuous. Like, so the funny thing is, it's like the weather be sun outside, and you go outside, you over here, in the ocean, or you over here in the pool, just chilling and doing your thing, and next thing you know, it get gray, and you like, whoa, it was just sun outside. Where'd the sun go? It's still hot as it's still hot as all get out, but the fact of the matter was, it turns gray, and then next thing you know, without a without a second warning, splash, all kind of heavy rain coming down. You know, the palm trees are swaying and all that. I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? It came out of nowhere. Oh man. And so there was several occasions where we had to run for cover because the heavens just opened and it was heavy, heavy, heavy rain coming down. We actually witnessed a server. I guess he didn't. He took a leap of faith for real because he took a leap for real because I guess he thought the surface wasn't that slippery, and my man said, "Whoop, bam." Oh man. I was like, I was trying to help him up. He was like, no, I got you. I was like, all right, man, cool. All right, as long as you're good. So yeah, the weather was something else. It flip flopped so fast. And then when the storm was over, the sun came back out like nothing ever happened. So you kind of thought it was something wrong with your head. Like, wait a minute, because it was just raining super hard. It was, why is it, like the sun, like nothing ever happened. But then it gets super muggy outside, and it was just like, ugh. But the whole experience was very, very beautiful. The people, the servers, it was a beautiful experience. What I note to myself is bring more sunscreen because sunburn is a problem. Sunburn is a serious problem. Make sure you take care of yourself. So earlier I talked about going to Cali and we had the real experience of the oxtail and the jerk chicken and all that. And I also told you throughout the stay, we've had various foods and all that stuff like that, but it wasn't that real Jamaican food. We didn't really have that. And so I say all that to say this. Throughout the whole time, we never got any beef patties. And it wrecked Ace's soul, boy. It wrecked her soul because she wanted a beef patty, and I did too. But that's really what she was looking for. Like, she really, of all things you could have skimped on, she really wanted that beef patty, and that beef patty was elusive too. Because when we went to one restaurant, we saw jerk chicken's on my head. We saw beef patty, so we were like, oh snap, beef patties, yeah, let's go to order. And it was just like, oh, yeah. We don't have beef patty. We have veggie patty. Veggie? Nobody want no daggone veggie. I ain't no vegetarian. Shoot, the only time I'm vegetarian is when money is short. You know what I mean? That's the only time I'm vegetarian. So we missed that. Then they talked about having like a shrimp one. And I'm like, just give us a beef patty, please. No filler, no shrimp, no vegetable. Just give us a beef patty. It's like, yeah, no, we don't have that. We ran out of that. And I'm like, as a resort, you would kind of think, right? One of Jamaica's, one of their main things, like dishes wise, or just in general, one of the main things is beef patties. So how is it that you don't have, like, nobody in the resort can make beef patties? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or something like that. Like, that could be a good side hustle or something, but to not have that, I mean, that's just like, come on, man. Of all things, you at least gotta have that. Like, they skimp out on a lot of stuff, and it was mostly Americanized food, and to the T, it was Americanized. And it's just like, that you kind of like in a resort chain, the sense that you can kind of tell like all the food was gonna be the same and the portions and all that stuff like that, but no beef patties. So we was gonna see on the way back to the airport if we could stop by and get one, but time permitted us not to get one because we ain't had no time. We had to go straight to the airport. So with that being said, we get that drive to the airport, and we got to get situated with trying to get tickets printed out and going through security and all that. And like, dang, Once we get through security, we like, we got to find this beef patty. Me and Ace, we looking around, where's this beef patty place at? Somebody play. And the craziest thing I ever saw, right? They have a Bob Marley's restaurant in the airport. Now, I know a lot of people out there like, yo, Prince, you tripping, man. Whatever. But I've never seen a Bob Marley restaurant ever. Like, I understand he's a national hero and all that, but I've never knew that he had a restaurant. I mean, I'm still surprised every day when I discover different things that the Marley brand is. Like they have coffee and electronics and all these different things and all that. So it just blows my mind to find out there's actually a Bob Marley's restaurant. I'm like, that family legacy is strong, boy. That's amazing, and that's very good though. That's very good that they, keeping the father's name strong and keeping the family strong, with their presence and all that. So that's very, very amazing, and it's very, very cool that they doing that and upholding his legacy. And then saw the Bob Marley thing. And then they had the van. They had like a replica van that Bob Marley had. And I was like, oh wow, that's cool. But I guess the other part of the coin is that really wowed me was the fact that they got a Quiznos there. How they got a Quiznos in Jamaica? I don't understand that. Like, I love Quiznos, yo. Quiznos was the spot. Like for me, I would get like the chicken carbonara. That was a good time right there. That chicken carbonara from Quiznos. Yo, if you remember Quiznos, say, yeah, I remember that in the comments. But Quiznos was amazing. I once Quiznos came out, I was just like, after a while, I was like, man, forget Subway. Subway is like secondary. Then next thing you know, Quiznos went out of business, I thought. But I guess not, because I guess other parts of the world, they still got a Quiznos. But yeah, back to the beef patties, right? So we looking around. We get to a joint that has beef patties. We thought, right? So we stand in the line. Like, yo, you got any beef patties? No, just chicken. Chicken. Dang on it. And we just can't seem to keep coming up short. So then we look, and someone recommends us to go somewhere else, to go to another restaurant. But that was way towards like the back of the airport or whatever. So we head towards the back of the airport. Meanwhile, time is ticking. We over here like, oh shoot, we got to catch our flight. We got to, stand in line for all that. But we just wanted to at least have a beef patty before we leave. And so when we get to the back of the airport part and to see what they had, they didn't have any, but they did have beef patties in the freezer, in a box of beef patties that you could buy. Bruh. Really? Yeah, we got your beef patties right here. Yeah. A box of beef patties. What's that gonna do for me? Like, I can't eat no frozen beef patty right now. I ain't got no air fryer, no oven right here now. Like, how am I gonna eat that, So that was like, so I was ticked off with that. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. So then we go back to the beef patty place that we went to the first time. And come to find out, as soon as we stood in line, they brought out the beef patties. And we actually had an authentic beef patty. We hurried up, we grabbed some, we waited for we went to our gate, and we was enjoying that real beef patty. Nicely seasoned. It was good. The mission was a success. All right. So then after that, we boarded our flight, and we go through customs again. Then we were about to go pick up our luggage, and and you'd be like, oh, okay, great. You're picking up your luggage, and that'd be the end of it. Wrong. So we get to the baggage carousel, only for us to keep hearing, sorry folks, we're expecting a jam. We're experiencing a jam right now. And but don't you worry though, 10 minutes. 10 minutes we'll have your bag coming through. So then we're looking at our watch, and it's like, 10 minutes pass, you get the same announcement. Oh, we're still experiencing technical difficulties. It'll be another 10 minutes. This dude made that same announcement like 3 times. And after that, he just stopped saying 10 minutes. He's just saying, we're working on the issue. We're working on the issue. We're working on the issue. So now everybody's getting antsy a little bit because, you got people that's got to connect them flat. So you got people that's antsy, they're going up to the custom officers. They're like, yo, what's going on? What's the progress? What's going on? I got to get my bag. I got to connect the flight after this. You got a lot of people antsy over here pacing back and forth and all that, people are mad. They over here cursing and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he just kept saying that. And altogether, it was probably like about 35 minutes or so. And then, so after that, finally, some bags started coming up on the carousel. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And next thing you know, I'm looking around, see several bags on. I'm like, where mine at? And next thing you know, stops. The carousel stops. There's no more bags coming out. Sorry, folks. Hey, yo. So you mean I stood there for 35 minutes waiting for my bag. Everybody else's bag came through. A majority of the bags came through. And then after that, it's just shut off again. I got to wait some more. So another 10, 15 minutes. Next thing you know, some more bags come around. Then finally, mines came around. I collected my bag. Me and Ace's bounce. Timetable was about, let's see here, what we got from Jamaica around 8-ish. No. We left around 5 something. Got to the airport around 8 something. After the whole bag carousel situation, that pushed us up. By the time we got home, it was like 10. And that's pretty much the end of the story, man. I mean, transportation was way better this time compared to the Mexico thing. Glory to glory. That there was no issues as far as, it was straight through flights. Like, we didn't have to worry about no cancellations or nothing like that. So, big time thanks. Yeah, folks, that's the end of my story. If I can include some clips in here, I will. If I can't, I did what I could. But I just wanted to make sure I got this story out. And yeah, it's your boy Prince. Catch you in another one. Later.
Cheers, no. That's not the way you should do it.
Right.
Welcome home. First time here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my
well,
gosh.
me's kind of second. I've been here on a cruise.
Oh,
but,
no, you're first time.
But
It's the
first time, yes.
It's the first time. Once
Yes.
you take a plane, it's the first time. Cruise
Yeah.
different.
Yes, very different.
Yeah, so welcome to Montego Bay.
Thank
And if
you.
you guys got 99 problems, we got 420 solutions for you. Why are you laughing?
Oh, he's serious. He's serious.
What do you know about 420 solutions?
Oh,
Nothing.
no, I don't know about that. Oh, he's talking about weed, right?
420 solutions.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, he's talking about that. Nah, I can't do that now.
You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yep, get it now.
Yeah.
That's a part of my job, you know?
You understand what I'm saying? I understand now. It took a while, but I got it.
It's beautiful. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look here, Let's do this tour. Yeah. Got the stand-up shy. It's nice. Black on black. Yeah, your boy representing the culture by Marley Nana. Yeah. Alright. One love, you feel me? Alright. This must be the... Yeah. That's where it goes down. Alright. Taking a look here. Coffee and all that. That's cool. Ace is over there. Oh man, this room decoration is nice too. It's like it's almost like tribal kind of thing. That's what's giving me like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got the nice touches. The floor. I mean, look at the floor. You have one too many. This floor might not be your friend. Ace's birthday, you know what I'm saying? That's tomorrow. So, you know, happy birthday to her, you know. Taking a look here. We got like a storm on the horizon here. But as you can take a look here through the balcony, you know, you have a jacuzzi right there. It's a good time, you know. This place is real beautiful, man. I can't even tell you. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you love what you see, well, hit the subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date with brand new content.